Everyone in America knows about the freezing winters of New Orleans, Louisiana. In the bitter cold, New Orleans looks absolutely beautiful. But along with that cold comes something else. Thick fog. A dense fog that blankets the entire city like a giant white sheet. But what if that fog brought something with it? Something that could change your life forever. Today's story is about three friends, Emma, Noah, and John. At 4 a.m., the three friends left for a road trip. Along with them was Emma's driver, a cheerful and friendly man who quickly became friends with everyone in the car. They had been driving for almost 4 hours. It was now 8 o'clock in the morning, yet strangely the sky was still dark. Suddenly, everyone in the car noticed a thick wall of fog covering the road ahead. The fog was so dense that they couldn't see anything beyond it. John noticed something strange. The driver, who had been smiling and joking the whole trip, suddenly became completely serious. The color drained from his face. Noah assumed the driver was simply nervous about driving through the fog. He placed a hand on his shoulder and said, "Hey, relax. Just drive slowly and we'll get through it." But in a frightened voice, the driver replied, "I'm begging you. While we pass through this fog, please keep the car windows closed. No matter what happens, do not open them." The driver looked so terrified that Emma and her friends started laughing. Then the driver explained, "In the area where I come from, fog almost never appears. But whenever it does, it brings something with it, a deception, an illusion, something evil." Everyone dismissed his words as superstition, and within moments their car entered the fog. The blanket of fog was far larger than they expected. The driver slowly continued moving forward, but nobody could see anything ahead. Suddenly, Emma began feeling extremely uneasy. She felt like she couldn't breathe. Forgetting the driver's warning, she rolled down the window and leaned her head slightly outside. The moment she opened the window, she could breathe again. But the fog had now entered the car. A few seconds later, Emma looked around inside the vehicle, and her blood ran cold. The car was still moving on the road, but everyone else was gone. Noah, John, and the driver had completely disappeared. Emma froze in fear as the car continued driving on its own. Panicking, she tried opening the car door to jump out, but it was locked. No matter how hard she pulled, it wouldn't open. She began screaming hysterically inside the car. Then suddenly, the vehicle slowly came to a stop. Click. The door unlocked by itself. Without wasting a second, Emma threw the door open and ran outside. But all she could see around her was endless fog. She screamed for help again and again. Her heart pounded so hard, it felt like it would burst out of her chest. Then, deep within the fog, she noticed a dark figure standing in the distance. It looked like an extremely tall man. Emma ran toward the figure for help, but after running for several seconds, she realized something horrifying. She wasn't getting any closer. The shadow remained at the exact same distance no matter how fast she ran. Before Emma could understand what was happening, she suddenly felt as if someone was standing directly behind her. She was so terrified that she didn't even have the courage to turn around. But somehow, gathering every ounce of strength she had, Emma slowly looked behind her, and her soul nearly left her body. Standing behind her was a 12-foot-tall black shadow, a massive dark figure. Emma began trembling uncontrollably. Then suddenly, bang! Something shoved her violently from behind, throwing her to the ground. At that exact moment, Noah, John, the driver, and Emma were all still inside the car. The moment Emma had opened the window, she had fainted. As soon as she lost consciousness, the driver shouted for the window to be closed immediately. The driver kept repeating the same thing over and over again. She should never have opened the window. Never, never. Noah wanted to take Emma to the hospital. He told the driver to speed up. But only seconds later, a girl suddenly appeared in front of the car. Because of the speed, the vehicle slammed directly into her. The driver immediately stopped the car. John and Noah froze in terror. Noah quickly jumped out of the vehicle and ran toward the girl lying on the road. She was covered in blood, lying face down on the pavement. As Noah turned her body over to see her face, his heart nearly stopped. The blood-covered girl was none other than Emma. Noah couldn't understand what was happening. Emma was supposed to be inside the car with them. Terrified, Noah ran back toward the vehicle, but the car was completely empty. Nobody was inside. Noah was now completely terrified. He picked up Emma's body, placed her inside the car, and got behind the wheel himself. In the middle of that endless fog, Noah drove as fast as he could. Then suddenly, the same 12-foot-tall shadow appeared directly in front of the moving car. Noah lost control of the steering wheel, and the vehicle crashed violently into a tree on the side of the road. The next morning, the crashed car was discovered. Inside were the driver, John, Noah, and Emma. All four of them survived that terrifying night in the fog. But Noah suffered a severe head injury that destroyed his mental stability, and Emma was left so deeply traumatized that now, everywhere she looks, she sees only that same black shadow. So the next time you drive through thick fog, never open your car window. And if you enjoyed this story, don't forget to subscribe to our channel